Yes people, welcome back to the Knots Cave, or the temporary one as I should say. Knots Gamer has just come out of hospital people. I've been down for quite a lot of time this year. Unfortunately I've had a major problem with my spine and I've had to have a lot of surgery on my back. Currently just come out and I'm recovering, but I'm having to heavily rely on other people because sadly I can't do anything outside of really sitting on my bum playing games and watching TV people. The problem I had made me literally lose the use of my legs virtually completely at one point and become immobile. So I've had to have a bit of reconstructive surgery and some discs altered in my back. Currently mending, looks like I'll be good by about February. But I just wanted to keep people updated on why the channel's been a little bit quiet since probably about the August time I think. I've had a lot of downtime, I've been playing a lot of games. Sadly, I've got to deal with this, I've got to recover guys, so you know the channel suffered slightly as a result. But once I've made a full recovery, of course we'll go back to some awesome Sega Saturn content like we usually get. Weird as it is, I sat down and I played quite a lot of games while I was going through this, while I was enjoying this. And I completed Shining the Holy Ark on the Sega Saturn. I completed the first two scenarios of Shining Force 3. And I was just revisiting all my old favourite Sega games, not sitting on my backside. I invested in a Saru, which is a very interesting piece of hardware I'd love to talk to you guys about in another video. And I backed up all of my Sega Saturn collection onto a memory card, whacked it in the Saru, and I'm happy to say, for an ODE, the vast majority of the games that I backed up worked perfectly fine. So just like the Satiator or the Fenrir, it's another ODE for the Sega Saturn, which just prevents wear and tear on your discs. If you're a collector, or if you're not a collector, it's great for playing those games that are completely out of reach financially, because a lot of the Sega Saturn games in the library now are very expensive. I did try to play on my Mega CD, Mark 1 and 2, while I was off. Sorry, the Sega CD for our American audience. But sadly over the years I think these have broken, so I'll need to recap both of my Mega CDs next year, so there's a bit of a video coming, I can tell you. I've also had a go at doing my Game Gear. I switched that on, there's no sound, there's no picture, so we're going to have a play with that as well. So I want to go back to modding some stuff, but mainly Sega Saturn content guys. But in the meantime I did fall in love with one particular game, and oddly I didn't realise this at the time, and it wasn't until I got halfway into the game I realised it was even this. I was playing Death Stranding, a game by Hideo Kojima. Very chalk and cheese with gamers, but if you like story driven narrative, it's a beautiful game. There's just a lot of wandering around delivering parcels. But that game is touted as a walking simulator, and the irony is not lost on me. Losing the ability to walk and falling in love with a game all about walking is a little bit weird in itself. But Death Stranding people, if you haven't played it and you've got the time to dedicate to that game, is probably one of the best games I think I've ever played. I'm looking forward to Death Stranding 2, which comes out 2025. It's now finally given me a reason to buy a PlayStation 5 other than the Final Fantasy remakes. So Knots Gamer is currently saving for that. I can't wait to play Death Stranding 2 next year. This is going to be the last video to come out of me this year, because sadly, as you can hear in the background in this tiny studio, all you can hear is the fan on my laptop. It's a very little crude setup I've got going, but it's enough to get by and finish the Sonic calendar, play some games guys. But I'd just like to thank everybody again this year that subscribed to the channel, commented on my videos and got involved with the Knots Gaming channel. I know I'm a little slow when it comes to replying to the comments, but I am there guys. I'm working on that. But thank you once again to everybody. You're the people that make this worth doing. The feedback I get from people and the amazing people I've met through doing YouTube makes it worth doing in the long run. So you guys have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, celebrating any way you want to do. We'll see you in 2025. I'll leave you with a little bit of Christmas Nights, because this year I shan't be playing that game, basically because I'm not near my Sega Saturn and all the other hardware, so I'm having to tinker with it on my Xbox One. The only console I do have access to at the moment is my Xbox One and my Switch. So Christmas Nights on the Xbox does play fundamentally quite different to the original, but once you get used to the quirks of the new control, the slickness and responsiveness of the new control, then it's a lovely game to play. So thanks again everybody for watching, thanks for tuning in, subscribing, commenting and sharing my stuff. Have a very Merry Christmas and we'll see you in 2025.
Give a star of happiness to the heart of these brave children. Give a star of happiness to the heart of everyone. Merry Christmas!